Let's get you back to sleep now, and tomorrow, together we'll dream, and dream, and dream, until we sleep again anew. Oh, who am I kidding? Wake up! Little Nightmares 3 now has a release date, new gameplay, a brand new trailer, and more. And things are about to get nowhere near normal. Hey! Welcome to my channel, everyone. I'm the globalcherry, and today we're breaking down everything we know about Little Nightmares 3. New details, what to expect, and my theories. If you enjoy this kind of content, make sure to drop a like and consider subscribing after the video. Let's jump in. Let's start with the gameplay. It opens at the Carnevale, a striking place in the nowhere, marked by the same glowing eye we saw in the Maw. Lo and Alone slip through a broken wooden wall and step cautiously into the Carnevale. They move carefully, avoiding the towering carnival goers, who seem to be sleeping, much like the guests from Little Nightmares 1. As they climb the scaffolding, a flickering sign reveals the Ringmaster and his eerie dummy. If you've heard the Sounds of Nightmares podcast, you know he runs the entire carnival and forces children like Noon's friend Rusty to perform. He will almost certainly appear in this game. Next, Lo and Alone take a zipline and land in a basin full of apples. They push a wooden cart loaded with juicy apples towards one of the carnival goers, who devours them ravenously. While it is distracted, the children slip past and enter a tent. Inside, more carnival goers feast on rotten, muck-covered candy. It reminds me of the guests in the Maw and how they devoured their meals. Could these creatures be what the guests used to be? They step out of the tent and see two of those residents beating their friend like a piñata. But instead of candy, all that spills are desperate cries for help. When you hit a piñata, candy should fall out. But these two do not get it. They taped candy to their friend's body before beating him. Puppet children cheer them on, while their friend screams. When one puppet spots Lo and Alone, the group turns on them. Their heads come loose from their bodies, which lunge forward at them. Alone smashes the heads and the bodies go limp. These puppets remind me of the porcelain children from Little Nightmares 2, menacing enough to take my lunch money.
Why did you stop writing? I'm being bullied!
But how are they made? The Ringmaster can detach his own head and has a puppet that wears his eyes. Could he be building them? In the You're In For a Ride trailer, a towering figure with a clanking cleaver chases the children. Does the Ringmaster have a helper crafting these puppets? We also see puppet children hanging motionless from the ceiling. So what is making them move? Could they be made from actual children? Later, Lo and Alone enter a dark chamber where a chained figure dangles above a basin. They activate a mechanism sealing the creature inside. As it pounds the lid, the kids climb upward into a new area filled with neon lights and carousels. They sneak past sleeping puppets while carnival goers spin in the background. Crawling under the floorboards, they slip beneath a resident peering from above. Once out, they witness another brutal attack between the residents. Nearby, a booth displays the teddy bear from Little Nightmares 2's hospital. Lo yells to distract the attacker, leading it to smash the booth and giving them an opening to escape. They slip past a waiting line of residents and find a cart. Alone pulls the lever, sending them into a ride filled with body bags. That's where the gameplay ends. But the trailer hints at more. It looks like the Ringmaster will capture the children. But the real question is, how do you stop someone like him? His dressing room shows a spare of his tacky purple suit and a cracked mirror. Seems like everyone in the nowhere hates their reflection. The Lady of the Maw shattered hers and 6 defeated her with a mirror. Maybe, just maybe, the mirror is the key. The Ringmaster uses children for his shows, but cannot handle them taking the spotlight. He seems vain, obsessed with being the center of attention, so he breaks the mirror to avoid facing the truth. He even removes his eyes and places them on a puppet like a guard. So, perhaps a mirror could destroy his illusion. Or maybe he destroys mirrors to stop children like Lo from escaping through them by teleporting. Now, who else is returning? A gnome appears trapped in a jar in the trailer, so we know they're coming back. Let's just hope 6 does not get hungry again.
Waka chicka, waka chicka, waka chicka, waka chicka.
As for the release date, Little Nightmares 3 launches on October 10, 2025. Pre-orders start in August with plenty of editions to choose from. If you pre-order, you get a Dark 6 costume and an enhanced version of Little Nightmares 1 to play immediately. The game will run in 4K at 60 frames per second. Other costumes include the Ferryman and Resident sets. But that is not all. Season 2 of the Sounds of Nightmares podcast is coming. It will explore the counties and the Nowhere even further. We'll be diving deep into the lore and its connections to the Little Nightmares universe. The comic series Descent into the Nowhere is also releasing in October, and mono plays a major role.
But this time, I have to jump.
It follows 2 characters, Hush, a mute girl who wakes up in a jail cell in the Nowhere, and Myra, a detective. Hush teams up with Mono to escape, but things turn dark when a monster with crooked fingers and keys on its waist hunt them down. It might be the one that locked Hush up in the first place. In one panel, she clutches the ferryman's doll, hinting that he brought her into the Nowhere just like the other children. Meanwhile, in the county, Myra investigates the disappearance of children. She feels stuck. Having spent 20 years as just a cog in the system, the missing children haunt the minds of everyone in the counties, especially hers. Otto was partially responsible, as we all know, but the mysterious stranger urges her to dig deeper. Something tells me she will do what Otto never could, cross into the Nowhere as a child. The stranger carries a lollipop, and candy seems to be a trigger used by Otto that gives children nightmares and pulls them into the Nowhere. Why not adults too? Sweets for my sweet. Maybe the stranger sent her there by helping her cross the threshold. Eventually we'll uncover the full truth when the game and comic are released. We are also getting a young adult horror novel called Little Nightmares the Lonely Ones, set in the Carnevale. It follows a girl named Ruse who wakes up in a dark room beside a quiet mousy girl with a rope around her neck and a starving boy wearing a mask. On top of that, it looks like a stop-motion Little Nightmares project may be in the works, along with a new VR game based on Little Nightmares 2. A brief clip shows purple lighting, crumbling walls, and a door slowly opening. As it creaks open, 6's music box plays softly. This is Little Nightmares VR Altered Echoes. After all these years, we're finally getting a Little Nightmares experience in VR. This has to be terrifying.
Open the door!
And I love it. So what do you think of all this new Little Nightmares 3 info? The series is clearly getting a lot of love this year. Little Nightmares fans are eating good. I will be sharing everything here. Comics, the novel, gameplay, Sounds of Nightmare Season 2, and more theory videos. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe for more content like this, especially if you love Little Nightmares, and share your thoughts below. And while you wait for more videos, feel free to explore my playlist filled with theory videos and gameplay clips of me screaming like a pterodactyl.
What the heck is that?
Thank you for watching, and that's all.